And against a cover 4, you see he gets over the top and open. And despite not being very fast, despite Kirk Cousins having a very weak arm in this game, it's still just toast cover 4.
No, I'm about to go in. Told me that I couldn't do it, but I gotta bring it back. So they're really numb with it. Let's go. Tell me where you're from, where you stay. Not keep it lit from the coast to the bay. Peace on the right.
If you guys are looking to buy the cheapest and most reliable Madden coins on the market, head over to buymaddencoins.com. They guarantee a 5-minute delivery on all purchases and offer 24/7 customer support. Use code MAZE at checkout for 10% off.
What's going on, guys? I'm currently editing the video right now and realized I forgot to do the best and worst comments of the day. The worst comment of the day goes to anything commented over the last 2 weeks by Gerald Martinez. This weirdo has been going back to the exact same video every day for the past 2 weeks, leaving sparkling comments such as lying trash can, you're garbage, a cookie cutter, no skill, no life, talent vulture. The vulture culture continues. Gerald really has an extensive vocabulary, elaborating in his next comment saying, the vulture culture continues. This no skill, no life, talent bum thinks he's good. No skill, no talent vulture. One more for good measure, he says, this play's mega easy to shut down. These no skill vulture kids of this no life skill bum are fools. Given the nature of these comments, I kind of feel like this guy might have something wrong with him or be a little slow, so I don't really feel right making fun of him. Keep going, Gerald. We're all proud of you. The best comment of the day goes to BMA Junior 2. He said, I'd wonder what it's like being in the 8-inch mafia, currently in the 3-inch mafia. Now, lucky for you, it's very easy to grow 5 inches on your dick. All you gotta do is drink your chocolate milk and take your steroids, and the 5 inches will be here before you know it. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. In today's video, we're going over episode 3 of the Miami Dolphins ebook. As promised, this is part 3. I think I'm only gonna make it 4 parts. So there's one more after this, but if you haven't seen the first 2 episodes, go check it out. It is what I run out of split close. That's mainly what I run. So the first 2 episodes are pretty much most of my offense. In today's video, we're gonna go a little bit away from the passing game. Like I said, if I'm gonna pass, my main formation is gun split close. But in this formation, we're gonna be going over something that I like to run out of. It is single back wing slot. As I said before, you guys, I'm using the Vikings with the Miami Dolphins playbook. The reason I'm using the Vikings is because Adam Thielen has slot apprentice. So whoever you have on your team that has slot apprentice, put them in the slot in this formation, and that is how I run it. So single back wing slot. So as I mentioned before, guys, there are 2 run plays that I rely on in this formation. The stretch alert bubble, which is an RPO, and then halfback dive. So let's start with stretch alert bubble. As you guys know, in Madden 20, stretch is OP. This is probably the best run in the game, not out of this formation specifically, but any stretch is going to be a really high-powered run. So obviously with an RPO, you have the option to throw the backside screen if it's open. In this case, I decided to take the run, and you see we're already getting a huge gain, and it's really easy to juke people this year as well in one-on-one situations. So the one play touchdown ability out of this stretch play is super high, and then additionally you have the option to throw that backside screen if it's open. So if your opponent starts overcommitting on the right side because he thinks you're gonna run a stretch, usually that backside screen will be open to keep him honest. Now usually I'm gonna leave that blocker over there just to leave the option for a bubble screen open. So usually in the stretch I'm not gonna motion someone over, but if you want an extra blocker, a lead blocker, or something like that, always feel free to motion this guy over and give you some extra numbers on that right side. See right here, he's the one who's going to pick up the safety, and if I didn't have that blocker, that safety would have tackled me a lot earlier, but because we had that lead blocker down the field, we were able to block that safety and get a bigger gain. Now the other run is the halfback dive. Now because this is not an I form, this is a single back formation, there's no lead blocker for like a fullback. So if somebody shoots the gap, you're going to get tackled in the backfield. So this is one where I usually always like to motion over wide receiver to lead block. Gives you some extra numbers down in the box. And you see he picked someone up, and it got us a lot of extra yards. Now, if I need a yard or two, the dive is usually the play I'm going to go to. It's first or second down. I might do the stretch more often. But when you have that lead blocker up the middle, you're usually guaranteed at least 4 or 5 yards, and you always have that opportunity to break a huge play. And yeah, I basically just switched between these 2 run plays, guys. They both work really well, and they complement each other. And like I said, it's super easy to make people miss and miss tackles in one-on-one tackling situations this year, like just happened, and break a big run like this. So those are 2 run plays. I don't need to spend too much time on them because again, they're just run plays, so you can obviously not too much needs to be said about it. The only advice I can give is about motioning the receivers, and then obviously do not accelerate in the backfield. You want to let your blocks develop in front of you and only accelerate when you see an open hole or get into the open field. Now getting into the pass plays, guys, the first one is PAFL dive. This is what it looks like. It is play action out of the dive. What I like to do is cancel the play action because I don't like play action this year at all. I don't think it adds anything. And I put my running back on a little option route. So that's just L2, little option route right there. And I'll tell you why in a minute. Your first read is going to be the right side of the field. It is going to be Smith on that quick out route. Then your second read is Kyle Rudolph. Then your third read is Adam Thielen on that Z route. And then your fourth read is the backside, the hitch. And then your final read would be the running back on the option route. So to run this, again, my first read is that out route. If it is man coverage, which most people do in single back situations, they'll be running edge blitz or something like that. That quick out route is going to absolutely toast any man coverage. If it is a zone and that out route is covered, you see we got man coverage again. Out route toasts it once again. If you have a fast guy like a Koye at fullback and you put him over there, he's going to get the ball in the open field and really turn it up. He's got like 93 speed. So if you have him on that out route and they're running any type of off coverage or any type of man coverage, that out route is going to be money for you. And then like I said, the second route is that corner route, which is pretty much going to get open eventually downfield, just like that. And if the user doesn't take that, then it's usually going to be open. So usually the user is going to fly over if you keep throwing that. So if he plays hard flats to stop the out route. So again, the first read is the out route. If that is covered, then you're going to wait and throw the corner. The only way he's going to cover both of those is with a user. And then if he goes over there with his user, then over the middle with Thielen will be wide open. Again, you got to put your running back on a little option route, and I'll show you why. So you threw it Thielen over the middle. The reason you had the option route was because it occupies that linebacker and opens it up for Thielen. If I look at the replay right here, you see he's going to cause this linebacker to cover him, and that's going to open the middle of the field for Thielen. And we've already established the user is going to have to cover the corner route over here. So the middle of the field then will be wide open for Thielen. You can low pass it or you can bullet pass it to him, but he should be open over the middle as your third read. And then if all else fails, guys, you do have that backside hitch and then the little dump off to your running back. So again, I'm going to go over the reads. Your first read is the out route. Second read is the corner route. Third read is the Z route from Thielen. And then fourth read is a check down to one of the two. Again, forgot to cancel the play action. But if you want to low pass that, usually you're going to be able to fit in that corner route to your tight end. But take what the defense gives you. Always throw the out route if it's there. Again, I'd recommend using someone like Christian Okoye, who's super fast to run that out route, and just throw it to him all day in the flats. Another thing you can do with this play, instead of keeping Thielen on a Z route, you can put him on a post because he has slot apprentice. And that's going to make him get open a lot more fast. Now it's going to be the same concept as this Z route. It's just going to develop a little bit quicker. So again, Thielen on a post route right there, and it's the same concept. Your first read is still the right side of the field, but if the user starts going over there, then you're going to attack that middle of the field. Just like that. Now the final play we're going to look at is this PA post shot play, which is a one-play touchdown against cover 4. So if you check, we are in a cover 4 here, and Kirk Cousins has a really weak arm, and Stephon Diggs on the outside is not very fast. But what you're going to do is you can put Thielen on a little flat route right there, cancel the play action, and against a cover 4, you see he gets over the top and open, and despite not being very fast, despite Kirk Cousins having a very weak arm in this game, it's still just toast cover 4. Now your normal read out of this, obviously if you're going for a shot, you're going to throw it to Diggs over the top against a cover 4, but Kevin Rudolph on that little crosser route is going to get open down the field against zone coverage 2, as you see there. Wide open, that's another big gain too. So PA post shot is really more of a shot play, and then of course there's a lot you can do with Thielen having slot apprentice. You can put him on a post route, you can put him on a corner route, and put Rudolph on a drag. Again, there's just a lot of different things you can do with these plays, but overall, this formation is very high powered because there's passing and running out of it. Usually, I'm going to rely on the running more when I'm in this formation to establish the run game, and then once I do have a run game established, you can start to pass out of it too. So this is a formation that not a lot of people are actually running right now, but I absolutely love it. If you're running the ball really well out of this formation, you're gonna make someone get out of their regular pass defense, and then they're gonna be in their run defense, and you're gonna be able to pass the ball on them and dot them up all over the field. The hard thing about a formation like gun split close is like your opponent really knows you're probably gonna pass the ball. And so that lets them get in a passing formation like Big Dime 146 or something like that. When you're in this formation, you're going to really establish the run game and run the ball really well, which is going to make them be in their run defense and not really be expecting a pass. So that's where the things are going to open up down the field where you can dot them up, but you need to establish the run game first with the stretch and the dive. Now, I hope this video helps you guys out, gives you some running plays to really lean on when you're running this offense. Again, I like to pass the ball a lot, but I noticed my passing is a lot more successful when I'm throwing runs in there too. But anyways, if you guys like the video, don't forget to leave a like down below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you're new. And I'll be seeing you guys in the next video.
Now I'm on the outside.